Good evening, I'm Daniel Brown, and this is latest Global News TV tonight. Ukraine claims responsibility for killing Russian nuclear general in Moscow bomb attack. A dramatic escalation in the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine has emerged. A high-ranking Russian military official, Lieutenant General Igor Kirillov, head of Russia's nuclear, chemical, and biological defense forces, has been killed in a scooter bomb attack in Moscow, an operation claimed by Ukraine. Let's dive into the footage to get an idea of what has happened.
Ukraine's security services, SBU, have allegedly claimed responsibility for the killing of Lieutenant General Igor Kirillov, the head of Russia's nuclear, biological, and chemical defense forces, who was killed in an explosion outside a Moscow apartment building on Tuesday. This confirmation was reported by AFP. A source within the SBU allegedly confirmed to international news agencies that the killing of Kirillov was a special operation targeting a key figure in Russia's military operations, particularly in Ukraine. The source told AFP the liquidation of Lieutenant General Igor Kirillov, chief of the Russian Armed Forces Radiation, Chemical and Biological Defense Troops, is a special operation by the SBU. In response to the alleged Ukrainian involvement, Dmitry Medvedev, the deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council, condemned the act, vowing severe retribution. He accused the Ukrainian leadership of cowardly and despicable strikes targeting peaceful cities and warned that Russia would take decisive action in retaliation for the assassination. The Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs has condemned the assassination of General Kirillov, accusing Ukraine of carrying out a targeted terrorist attack on a senior Russian official. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Maria Zakharova called the act despicable and warned of dire consequences, calling for an international reckoning over Ukraine's alleged use of terrorism against Russian personnel. Zakharova also praised Kirillov as a tireless defender of Russian interests, emphasizing his role in exposing what she called Anglo-Saxon crimes, including NATO's alleged chemical weapons provocations in Syria, Britain's chemical substance manipulations, and the activities of US biolabs in Ukraine. She described him as a fearless patriot, dedicated to his country and truth. The explosive device that killed Kirillov and his assistant was hidden in an electric scooter near the entrance of a residential building on Ryazansky Prospect in Moscow. The use of a remote detonation bomb placed in a civilian vehicle highlights the growing reliance on hybrid warfare tactics, where such attacks are carried out in urban settings to maximize impact and avoid detection. Authorities have launched a full investigation into the explosion.
The incident has been classified as a terrorist act, murder, illegal arms, and ammunition trafficking. An investigative task force is working at the scene, establishing the circumstances of the crime and the circle of persons involved in its commission.
The SBU had charged Kirillov in mid-December with the use of chemical weapons during Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which began in February 2022. Ukrainian authorities claim to have documented over 4,800 instances of chemical weapon use in the conflict, specifically targeting Ukrainian troops with combat grenades. In May 2024, the US State Department accused Russia of using chloropicrin, a chemical agent banned under international law against Ukrainian forces. As part of the fallout from these allegations, Kirillov was sanctioned by multiple countries, including the UK and Canada, due to his involvement in the use of chemical weapons during the conflict.
The attack took place early Tuesday morning, just southeast of the Kremlin. A remotely detonated explosive device planted in an electric scooter near the entrance of an apartment building caused a deadly blast. LT, Gen. Kirillov, and his assistant were both killed instantly. Photographs from the scene reveal a shattered building entrance, blood-stained snow, and the remnants of the scooter amidst the wreckage. Reports indicate that the explosive force was equivalent to 300 grams of TNT, damaging nearby cars and the first 4 floors of the residential building. The Ukrainian Security Service, SBU, has taken responsibility for the assassination. Quoted by multiple news agencies, a Ukrainian security source justified the attack, stating, "Kirillov was a war criminal and an absolutely legitimate target, as he gave orders to use banned chemical weapons against the Ukrainian military. This marks the most significant assassination of a Russian military official since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine began." LT, Gen. Kirillov, previously sanctioned by the UK, had faced accusations of using riot control agents and the banned chemical agent chloroprene, a substance notorious for its use. During World War I, the Security Service of Ukraine alleged Kirillov's forces employed chemical weapons almost 5,000 times under his leadership. However, Russia has consistently denied these claims. The Russian Investigative Committee has classified the incident as a terrorist attack. In response, Dmitry Medvedev, deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council, vowed swift retaliation against Ukraine. Denouncing the strike as cowardly and despicable, he stated, "Realizing the inevitability of its military defeat, Ukraine launches attacks in peaceful cities." The timing of this high-profile killing raises concerns as international pressure grows for peace talks. The incoming US administration under Donald Trump has pushed for ceasefire negotiations, but incidents like this may complicate diplomatic efforts. LT, Gen. Kirillov had long been a polarizing figure. He previously accused Ukraine, without evidence, of attempting to build a dirty bomb and leveled bizarre claims against the US, alleging the deployment of drones carrying infected mosquitoes to spread diseases among Russian troops. Despite his controversial remarks, Kirillov played a significant role in his military operations, including overseeing the development of the TOS flamethrower system, reportedly used in Ukraine. Meanwhile, Ukrainian officials have emphasized their policy of targeting individuals connected to Russia's military aggression. A Ukrainian source warned, "Such an inglorious end awaits all those who kill Ukrainians. Retribution for war crimes is inevitable." The Kremlin has accused Ukraine of conducting a series of targeted assassinations since the war began. These include the car bombing of Daria Dugina, daughter of a prominent Russian nationalist, and the assassination of pro-war blogger Vladlen Tatarsky in St. Petersburg. More recently, a Russian scientist involved in missile development was found shot dead near Moscow. In response to Kirillov's death, Downing Street made its position clear, with a spokesperson stating, "We are not going to mourn the death of an individual who has propagated an illegal invasion and imposed suffering and death on the Ukrainian people." They reiterated the UK's support for Ukraine's right to self-defense against Russian aggression. As tensions rise and the conflict continues, the international community watches closely. What happens next could determine the trajectory of this war. Stay with us here at Latest Global News TV for updates on this story and other breaking developments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for the latest news. I'm Daniel Brown. Thank you for watching, and good night.